time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can play it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy debt. No way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I may lose. So move on out. You can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my move would be.
I never heard that whole song before.
Me neither. I'm like,
I was just jamming.
I am the game.
Just
I
head
want to
banging,
play.
like, all right.
I was hard. I was headbanging hard just now.
Hard. I was like,
I'm like, why is this shit so dark? Like, why is it so?
It is very like visceral. Like, oh,
right. It's very Triple H.
was.
That's why every Triple H has metal. We need more metal.
We love it. We love it.
Metal makes my head hurt. Metal makes my head hurt.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the metal.
But hey, guys.
Hi.
So for those of you who are joining us in the chat, this is our last collision of 2024. I feel like we didn't do these enough this year because, you know, we've been all busy. But it feels so good to see our faces.
it really is.
It's
truly
so good. It's been a
miss you
year. It's been a
guys.
year. And wrestling has been a year in life. Like 2024 had hands. I'm tired.
Hey, Mike.
It was a lot of this.
Yeah, like a
Like I was,
get
it
it
was
real
like,
quick and
you know, we had to be on our toes.
first of all, my toes
Sure.
hurt. Hey, toes hurt. I want to
My
be a
toes
soft girl
hurt.
era next year.
I feel like the first half of the
And,
year
like-
was like so hopeful, and all of us like got to really do a lot of things with each other. And then the second half of the year hit, and it was like peace, just like a little smoke bomb.
Second half showed up like the final boss.
Yeah,
It was like,
Truly.
boy, you ready?
With a countdown.
Boy.
No, I'm not. I'm not ready.
As hard as it may seem, I just feel like after The Rock showed up, everything became his fault. Everything.
No,
became
it's
his fault.
Cody's fault. I told y'all.
I mean, yeah, Cody too, but I'm talking about like The Rock show. Now it's like we had to work extra hard to be on I'm on and our own final boss stages because he wanted to sit here and say that. Like, I'm tired. I got 3 new grades because of him. Like, I'm tired.
You wanted it though.
Oh, shut up.
We had to sit there and you felt it because you wanted your final boss. You wanted your
I wanted
Rocky
to
back.
see him. I didn't care what stage he was in. I just wanted to see him.
Be careful what you ask for.
I mean, hey, I saw The Rock 5 times in 1 week.
That was such a nice run.
For the first time ever in life seeing The Rock in person. I saw him 5 times in 1 week and in
Is
2
that
different states.
one of your best wrestling moments this year, personally?
Highest of the highest highlights for me. Like, I saw the final boss. Like, I know stock in Versace went up. I know that for a fact.
Saw him whip ass. You saw him address the Cody crybabies. You saw him put out an amazing WrestleMania entrance. That WrestleMania literally fire. Literally fire.
That was the only warmth we felt that night.
That whole night.
Oh my God.
That part.
That's definitely up there with memorable this year. That's probably the coldest I've ever sat through, willingly. After a certain point, it's like, oh, let me go somewhere warm. But it's like, oh my God, WrestleMania. Shivering.
Not shivering.
The excitement, the adrenaline kept you warm. It didn't. It kept you upright. It kept you upright.
Barely.
Yo, there were grown men huddled next to each other, Like people weren't even drinking beer or anything. Like everyone was just trying to stay warm.
Or
Like
going to the Dunkin' Donuts stand again, like hot chocolate and coffee
Yep.
and stuff.
And
'Cause
I'm
it was
pretty.
so
I think they
damn
like
cold.
ran out at one point.
They
I know
did, yeah.
we tried to buy a blanket and they sold out. So we
wow.
ended up having to go to a whole nother merch store on the other side of the stadium to get hoodies because we needed
Mhm.
something.
My
And the thing is, it was
Mhm,
decent before we got there, but that temperature just dropped. Like,
Dropped.
no.
That thing was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Philly was
I-
fun.
Philly
I'm
was
glad
fun, but I'm
y'all
just
had
happy we
fun.
in Vegas. I'm glad we in Vegas
I
next
will
year.
never ask for an East Coast WrestleMania again.
Ever. Well,
Ever.
no.
No.
As soon as they gave
Don't-
us SummerSlam, I was like,
Don't say
great.
that.
Let's leave it at that.
No. They can give
SummerSlam
us
is
Florida.
it.
They can give us Florida.
Keep
They
it
can
in
give
the
us a Miami
South.
WrestleMania. They can give us a Southern WrestleMania.
Yeah, keep it in the South. Give me the same states. Give me Atlanta, New Orleans, give me Florida, give me Texas, California, Vegas. That's it.
We said East. How you go over to the west of California?
Well,
You gotta
because
say
you gotta
East
give them something.
side. First of all, I didn't like California, LA. I was cold there too. So
Yeah.
Oh, but
That
the
was the best
city was
one.
good. I like the city was good.
And we got out, and it was still like
That was
like we
that's
was
what
back
I'm
at the
excited
bar at
about
like 10
for
o'clock.
Vegas because by the time WrestleMania is over, we're gonna have a whole night
Mhm.
We
still
can go party.
to like
Yeah.
that was lit about LA.
Look, if I make it to Vegas, we're
all right, we're
celebrating
not
my
gonna say
birthday.
the if. It's the
You
when.
and
We're
Sandals,
manifesting.
yes, I really would
entire
love if we
group-
were all there.
The entire
So
group
when you
will
get
be
on the
there.
plane to Vegas, there
But
we go.
it
When we get on
I
the plane.
mean, all
We're on
right.
the plane. We're all gonna be there, and plus we're celebrating your birthday. It's literally on your birthday, so I need you to shut up and
So
manifest.
wild. Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
yes.
A lot
We
needs
got
to
things
line
to
up.
do.
A lot needs to
Girl,
align.
That part.
Your
You take your
lack
naps
of
and just prepare. That's
enthusiasm
it.
and manifestation is really bothering me.
I will change that for you for 2025.
Thank you.
Yo, look at this.
You're very
for
welcome.
Be
2025.
optimistic about
WWE
life.
done took over Twitter.
Oh
What
wow.
happened?
When you hit a like, it becomes the undisputed championship. I guess
With
if,
Netflix. Oh my god, that's so cool.
if the hashtag has WWE Netflix in it.
Oh
I'm
nice.
gonna send it in the chat. The group
right.
chat.
That's the fact that Netflix like Raw Netflix is kicking off 2025 too is kind of wild.
Mhm.
It's like a fresh start for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Shout out
see
to
it right
Beyonce.
now.
She warmed it up for us.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So can
Make
we?
sure they got their shit together.
Yes. So can we
Also-
actually talk about exciting moments in wrestling and hopefuls? I want to start with a hopeful, just like Brian said. Shout out to Beyonce because they got their shit together. So when January 6th,
They
ain't getting no
definitely
buffering.
did. That IT department was working.
Okay.
Hard.
First of all, do you
Very,
know what kind
very.
of catastrophic mess it would have been for you to crash your whole app on Beyonce's Super Bowl show?
On Beyonce,
Yo,
on
the
Beyonce's
corporate complaints.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Beehive would have swarmed headquarters. Like we already know. They was like, we
That's how my quarterback was. He was showing
Anonymous,
out for
Anonymous
Beyonce.
would have leaked some shit on
Ooh.
behalf of the Beehive.
Oh hell yeah.
You said that with aggression.
They would have released like who was responsible.
Choosing
everything.
violence.
Felt that, right? It was in her soul.
Nah,
All right, we're gonna go
Netflix
around.
definitely got it together.
Right. My
Well, it's well.
expectation was the Netflix, so it's great. My moment, we already said it was me seeing The Rock 5 times in a week. Brian and P, top wrestling moment. Just one.
Damn, that's hard.
I
I'm trying to think
That's
like
hard.
you mean like a live moment like that we experienced.
No, any moment. Whatever
Okay.
you feel.
I think being there for unfortunately like that finish, even though my tribal chief lost, the finish with all the surprise
I'm still
guests
not used to that.
and stuff, that was pretty epic to be there live for, and it was still like warm
Yeah.
and like that night, so that was pretty epic to be there for that. Like seeing it on TV would have been dope, but like experiencing that live was pretty cool.
Shout out to
Yeah.
you for working too. You sitting up there getting captured.
I was trying
I'm
in my
like,
arm. I didn't have
I'm
time to be
grieving.
salty. You was really salty.
and
really
you wasn't
soon.
even like comforting me, but it's
You
okay.
was
I
really
still love
salty, like really
Not
soon.
grieving.
He was
Listen.
he was like those Cody fans the year before. They were very angry. They were.
I wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
No, you weren't that bad.
They
but
was
like
outside.
they were so
you and
bad.
Crystal was
But
on that
like
walk. They was
Roman,
ready to fight.
yeah, they was
ready to fight.
They was ready to fight
Yes, they was ready
us.
to
Like, bro,
fight.
calm
Yeah,
down.
remember when we was walking to the Uber in
Mhm.
Hollywood?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, listen, y'all want that smoke with me? I'm safe wherever I go. Please don't bring that to me. Please.
Right.
that
Yeah,
was a good
that was pretty cool. And
was
and
good.
watching Chelsea Green win the United States title in Long Island was pretty cool too.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I'll say
Good
my
meeting him.
moment was night one. The fact that you had The Rock and Roman side by side going against Cody Rhodes, who had just made his comeback, and Seth Rollins, who finally got in the main event of WrestleMania. That was a moment. Just like as cold as it was, just to see those four megastars in there together, because to me that elevated the way people would see Seth outside of wrestling. Like you keep hearing, obviously people know who Roman and Rock is. You kept hearing about this Cody Rhodes guy, he's doing the waves, but now people are like, oh wait, this guy Seth Rollins is up there. So it took him from being up there echelons in wrestling world into a new pop culture world. So I would say that's definitely that's one of my highlights from this year.
Sando.
Pretty epic.
Gosh, where do I start? Jeez, I
Just
guess
one. You only
Get
choosing
one.
one. You only
The
choosing
one.
one.
Only get one.
Just one.
Damn, it's harder when you say one. I got like a list. If I had
I
a
have to
topic,
make our lives hard because it will be on here. We'll be on here until tomorrow.
I would say WrestleMania weekend with you guys. Like finally, like
Oh,
this
so
year,
fun.
Pablo getting to come,
From
me and
afar.
Pablo like having an adventure and like being surprised. I think what were we surprised that like Billy Starks won the ROH
Oh yeah,
title
at ROH.
and we were just having fun. I think even seeing Krista get emotional about The Rock and like, you know,
I think I got more
seeing you guys
emotional with
do
the
your
Shield
thing.
music.
Huh?
I think I got more emotional with the Shield music hitting night 2.
Oh yeah,
Almost
the
killed-
video you sent of you like
Almost
beating
killed
the
Jordan.
person.
Shout out to Jordan.
I think that's I think WrestleMania weekend overall for me was great. That's one of my highlights. And you know, because I end up with a boyfriend after. So
I love that for you. We love him. Also. We love
With
him.
that,
I have to
of
meet
course,
him. He's my cousin. I don't know.
yeah. When they got to meet, it was like
hit the horns, hit the
Literally.
horns.
other than that, yeah, that's pretty much that weekend like changed a lot for me in retrospect. So I'm happy with it. I wouldn't take it back. Only that I'm not sitting in the cold again.
No,
Oh,
that
never
was
again.
crazy.
Mhm.
Never. That's wild.
Other
One
than
time
that,
only.
yeah. But other
Pablo?
than that weekend.
Yeah, I think it's WrestleMania weekend. I think the press box was like the coolest thing for me. Like somehow all of us ended up in that box off one ticket.
I love that. I love that.
Miracles do happen.
We were 8 deep off one ticket, just sitting there watching The Rock, watching Jade, Bianca, Naomi to
That was
wrestle that night.
epic.
Yeah, that whole weekend, Philly was fun. It was unforgettable from Wale Mania all the way through. Yeah, I think that's my moment. Or going to Boston with y'all, see Mercedes.
Yes, shout out to Boston. That was so fun.
That was
Went to
fun.
Boston to see
Nice little
Mercedes. That was so
12-hour
much fun.
excursion.
I was so envious because like I'm hearing the trip while I'm getting my hair done, and I'm just like, oh, I know they about to have so.
It
Me
was
too.
such a good
Me
time.
too, dude. I'm over here like I
Yeah.
got 25. I got to be a part of at least
Yeah.
one.
We
Like
have
I
fun.
need to.
Shout out to Prince
Meeting
Nana.
Nana and Swerve.
Yes,
Nana and
Prince
Swerve were
Nana.
great.
Took
Taz
care of
randomly
us.
running in Taz.
Yeah.
Like it
Oh
was
my
a good
god,
time.
yeah.
I was like, I'm from Brooklyn too.
Some legends just walking past, and we are just like, oh yeah, there's Taz. He
Yeah,
was
Mercedes
so nice.
waving at Krista because she knew Krista and P waving at y'all. Like I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, that
Stars.
was fun.
And it's the
No,
fact
but-
that she remembers too. Like after that, because I never met her.
Apart.
P had met her before me. Then I waved to her, and then she ended up at my job, and then she remembered
Right.
that wave. And then when we ended up at the Ash, she remembered me from there. Okay, came up to me and gave me a hug. I said, okay. Now
All
we
right,
besties.
yes,
Like,
hi.
See, I said she not
Right.
nice.
Good
Yeah, I said
shit.
she not friendly.
Right.
she just a
And they
human
called her.
being
don't
who's
like
They
y'all.
called
overworked.
her mean.
And
She
her
likes
words is
everybody else,
overworked and
just
underplayed.
not y'all.
Right, right.
I gotta
Like,
say,
bro.
That's all.
my
ahead,
top moment
Christina.
this year, in lieu of seeing my tribal chief and the final boss live with y'all, because honestly, that sounds like such a great moment for the group, and I'm so happy that you guys got to have this. I cannot wait for all of us to be together. Forbidden Door, having John Moxley walk right next to me, right by me. That shit,
Yes.
I am still.
Nice.
It was hard to actually see the ring.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of like, I'm 5'4". Everybody was like 5'9" and up right in front of me. Never again will I sit on the floor unless I'm on the first through third row. That's it. But that shit was amazing. Forbidden Door was fucking great.
AEW shows is a different.
They're great in
experience.
person.
Yes,
They're great in
they
person.
are great in person.
They really are
I
good.
will
They really are
never
good.
not agree with that.
It's independent wrestling.
Basically, that's
Well,
and I think I've been to 3 AEW shows this year.
Wow.
Well, I remember we couldn't get her to go to one.
Yeah.
When this
That's
logo was
impressive.
made, she wouldn't go.
We were like having our own little show at Forbidden Door. Me and Krista was like shocked that John Moxley lost, and we was like, excuse me. And then shout out to Menorah because she did her little CEO dance, and I finally got to see Stephanie Valkyrie live wrestle in person. I will never let go.
Oh,
of
that
So,
was fucking wild. That entire pay-per-view was my favorite.
It was
moment.
good. 10 out of 10.
It really was.
Yeah.
And y'all had to work the next day, and we got out of there at like 11:45.
And I got to work on time.
Nice.
I'm so proud of you.
I just rolled over.
My boss was like, "You can go home early if you want." I was like, "No, we're here. We're zombieing it out. We're good.
It was
here.
It was good. It was good. I don't know where Justin is. I know Justin said he's gonna be in the comments. So hopefully
shout out to
Justin can share.
Justin, we love you.
Justin can
Now I want to
share.
give a shout out. I got a moment with Justin for this year. Was night 2, Give Her a Go, and I was just so stressed out about so much. And as always, Justin just comes up, just give me the hug at the right time. It's okay, bro. It's okay. And that's what I love about having Justin a part of this clique. He just always a beacon of
Very
light.
calming.
That's
He
that's
really
my
is.
brother for life.
Presence. Also, Pablo has that as well.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know if you remember in Philly, there was a couple times where the people in was people in. And I just stood next to Pablo and just gave them a hug. And it was just like, okay, we're just gonna stay right here for a second.
A lot.
Even like Letty,
intense.
I'm glad she was able to come because she was like, this is a lot. And she didn't even do half of everything that we did. She was like, this is a lot. And I was like, it is.
My favorite moments. While y'all was at SmackDown before we went to For the Culture, and me and Letty was at the hotel bar with Ben and that random guy. And he just kept buying us drinks, and then just seeing like Letty have fun. And I was like, Letty, there go Charles Robinson. He comes over there, takes pictures with us as like SmackDown is in this. That For the Culture show was everything too. Like
it was a vibe.
That was the best.
It felt like a cookout. Kind of
from
vibe.
Wale Mania. It was like a calmer version.
I hate to say, but almost the wrestling is almost like the backdrop almost. Because you're just like saying hi to everybody and mingling and chatting.
But shout out to the ladies though who put on the epic 6-way match where you had like Maya World, James, and
that was good.
I can't go into everybody because I can't get picture, but they was like you said, that was like the match of the night for me. Seeing all of them.
I think also for those who like experience what we experienced for the first time, because bringing Janae with me and her having to experience that for the first time, and she was lit. Like Wale Mania, she was just like, I'm over here drinking this and this. So, we go in the back and they had like the special free Tuesdays. I'm over here mixing her drinks, not knowing I'm mixing her drinks. We just over here drinking. Like, and for her to be like, nah, this is really cool. Thank you for inviting me. Because she will always curse me out and be like, why you never invite me? Da, 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 da. So now I invited you now. Now you stepped into my world. Like, now is no stepping out. Like, now you got to go.
Now she's not going to miss anything now.
Even at night 2 when we were at the casino bar, she was watching and she was like, you know what? I give her props. The jokes she was making, I swear, like we were cracking up.
Hilarious. Janae was
The
hilarious.
night. She made a comment at one point about like I forgot about it was somebody wrestled. She was like, not the half fade showing. And I was like, girl, what's a half? She explained to me when the line, you could see the line off in somebody's haircut. Yo, I could not stop laughing. It was me. Shout out to Littlefoot. Shout out to her. Shout out to Alexis. Like, it was just her commentary. I'm like, ma'am, you missing the boat. Like, you need to be on the show with us. And she was like, I should. And I'm like, you need to just join because you're hilarious. Like, why are you wasting potential here? Like, she's just, shout out to her. She was funny.
Now imagine dealing with that since you're 13, 14 years old up until
that would keep me up. Who needs coffee when you have Janae? Bro.
That's it.
Who needs cola when you have her?
She has to come every time, yo.
I think she will. I told her about Vegas. I didn't tell her about SummerSlam yet because I'm just like, we driving.
Yeah, that's right there. That's gonna be everything.
Where is it at this year? Next year?
Jersey.
Jersey.
My neck. You drive, walk, girl. I ain't messing with that traffic, that Route 3 traffic.
I'm driving.
Yeah, getting out in MetLife is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
That's what I
remember going to WrestleMania and it was just like, oh my god.
Behind, if you ever seen it, now they've gotten better since WrestleMania. The whole, I think it's Chancellor Road. The whole Chancellor Road is literally like 7-8 hotels. My suggestion is your Hilton Inn, your Courtyard Marriott, or your Spring Hill Suites. 9 times out of 10, they stand at the Spring Hill Suites because it's literally in walking distance, bus distance. If you want to go across the way, you also got another Courtyard Marriott. That'd be my suggestion to you. Other than that, see y'all when you come across the bridge.
I'm excited. Okay, I got a question for y'all. How are y'all feeling about this 2-night Rumbles, 2-night
tomatoes?
For what?
Like, it's too much. It's too much.
It takes the specialness from Mania. SummerSlam was one thing, but we're not gonna do all 4 tonight. Like, what? Yeah, I don't even have enough shit to do.
I don't love that.
All 4 is coming. 2-night Survivors.
All 4 are coming, unfortunately.
War Games A and War Games B.
I feel like
it's too
much. If you're gonna make WrestleMania and
cool.
SummerSlam 2 nights, then you can keep Rumble and Survivor Series 1 night. Because we don't need all of that.
Yeah,
it's giving consumerist.
You know what I think they should do?
Yep.
And honestly, in my brain, because it worked out, if they do it like how they did for like WWE, like Money in the Bank and then Heat Wave, do something like that. That makes a lot more sense. Like right now, they're doing Raw and then they're about to do New Year's Evil. Do it like that. Do I really need to see Cody Rhodes trying to cut a Hard Times promo for 20 minutes of the way, and then you have the Royal Rumble match? No, I don't think I need to see that because they can barely give you 3 other matches when they have the Royal Rumble, or like unless you cancel the Elimination Chamber and bring it somewhere else in a different pay-per-view.
That's
totally do that.
That's my thing. They're not willing to share TV time enough to make 2 nights. Like it'd be one thing if the rosters stay split and stop doing transfer windows and all this other shit, and they like invested in telling people stories, even if someone takes a week off to tell somebody else's stories. That way you can get enough people. I still am a proponent of split the pay-per-views up, half on 6, half on the other 6. We all meet at the big 4, and that's just what it is. But they're never going to do it.
Probably, I believe that was like 2018 when they did that last, or 2017, and it worked perfectly.
It did.
Yeah, when
it, like it felt like it was a pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but again, it was a SmackDown. But I'll tell you this: here's the problem, because people are going to spend the money, and if people they're gonna put it out there, and I have a feeling within 3 to 5 years, it's going to be 1 night of women, 1 night of men. Because they are stacking the women's roster, the NXT roster stack. I just have a gut feeling that we don't like the night 1, night 2. I can see easily Royal Rumble night 1 being the women or the men, whoever has the bigger story, and night 2 being the other. But I feel like they'll eventually get to that point where 1 night will be a women's show, 1 night will be a men's show.
But then they have to start having complete faith in the women, because first of all, you still haven't given us the Evolution trips. Second of all, they have a stacked roster already, and they still don't know what to do with them. So they need to have full faith before they even. I like the concept, but you need to have full faith in your roster.
You don't have that right now.
Honestly, this may be a very unpopular opinion or point, but Shawn Michaels has kind of proven that you can have a selling show with more majority of women. And I think that's the part that's maybe having a wheel back on the possibility of an evolution too. As much as like we would love to see it, but they're showing that we can give the women the best storylines and still have, if it's 9 matches, 5 of them be women's matches, or if it's 5 matches, 3 of them be women's matches. So I think that's honestly because the better stories being told. So it's not necessarily a consolation prize. Like, you know what, we'll just give you majority of the matches and majority of the time.
Yeah,
it's just
I can see.
I just feel like it's too, like, not even from, I mean, from a fan perspective, it may become too overwhelming, because now when people are on this whole, oh, wrestling is cool again, give me. Once they get full of wrestling, they're gonna try to go somewhere else and look somewhere else, because it's like now you're
fickle as fuck.
right now. It's like now they kind of regurgitating.
It's popular right now. It's a fad.
Remember who's the target audience of WWE though? It's kids, and kids don't never get tired of shit. Where AEW fans,
yeah, they do.
Not with the way the wrestling is, they ain't gonna get tired of it. Where AEW fans are proven because they stand behind the keyboard and tweet. So they're showing us, hey, it was hot. The first AEW show was in the Capital One Arena in DC, right? That holds it's the Wizards Arena, right? The last AEW show that was in DC, I believe
they played the Mystics.
Yeah, but even that would be overdoing. So yeah, it's like they can't fill the arenas no more. Even in that smaller arena, it's not because the AEW fans, they giving us too much, right? Collision, Dynamite, Rampage, AEW Dark, a pay-per-view here, a pay-per-view there. I think WWE is smarter with that because of their target audience. But I understand exactly, like, nobody's saying is wrong, but I just believe that the way the target audience is, it's almost like it's okay for them not to have enough.
But I also feel like even with a target audience, kids outgrow things real quick. I feel like their attention spans is way shorter than what I was for. And when you say kids as a target audience, we were kids at one point. We loved the Attitude Era. And for some of us, we stopped watching around 2002, 2002, 2004 when we was going into high school. And granted, we don't know what these kids are going to be on now, but at the same time, it's just like, even if you keep regurgitating, like kids also get tired of the same things over and over and over again, and they want to see something new. Yeah, it's cool that they see John Cena on TV and movies, but then when he comes back to wrestling, it's like, yeah, but once John Cena done next year, who are they gonna be looking for?
Jey Uso.
I mean,
Dominic Mysterio when he turned babyface. There's always a new star.
Why is that your hope that he turns babyface? Why do you want that?
Watch it. It's right there in front of us.
There.
It's right there.
I have not been watching. I would not know.
It's coming as much as we are there.
I need that man to eat fruit. That's what I need. I need this motherfucker.
Like
this
grown ass adult.
I like other than ketchup for his fucking French fries, but
chicken tendies.
No. I heard the MSG chicken tendies wasn't all that though. That's what apparently Dominic had to put them in their place.
They're not.
Never would happen in Baltimore.
Oh, wait, I want to. It probably would have. Anyway, I want to address something really fast because the amount of people who have been texting me, I need to set this record straight. For those of you who don't know,
Dylan, we see Dylan is so long.
Dylan. So, Rey Mysterio Sr. is Rey Mysterio Jr.'s uncle. Rey Mysterio Jr., aka the Rey Mysterio that we know and love, and this Dominic Mysterio's father, has not passed on. He's still alive and well and kicking. Rey Mysterio Sr., who set the way for Rey Mysterio Jr., has gained his wings. Our condolences are with the family, but Rey Mysterio Jr. is alive and well and kicking with us. I had to put it up. Bad people sending me messages like, "Hey, did Rey Mysterio die?" No.
People, no. Like, I was like, no, he's good. He's good.
Like, that's the uncle. It's weird because it's the uncle nephew with the senior junior thing, and I'm like, huh? Why?
Yep. All right, I have a question for y'all. Who was a star that's the biggest breakout star for y'all this year in wrestling?
Jey Uso.
Jada.
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. I'm changing my answer.
Oh, firing on all cylinders.
Fuck yes.
When you say breakout star,
Tony Storm.
Like
Yes,
Can
Justin.
you give some
I mean, like
clarification
in
as to what-
2023
Justin.
was okay.
Gets
Justin,
not built like a soccer mom.
Justin gets it with a porn stash.
Ooh. Hey, he got live though on camera,
Yeah,
so he
did not
winning.
live.
Live like she needs sleep.
that part. I'm sorry.
And y'all want to
That's
give
the
them multiple fucking nights a week and shit to work. Like
I
they
don't
Yeah.
want to do both.
busy.
I'm just
Like
saying that's
she-
what
She's
I
no
know
She might
I
need
know
it. She
when
might
you
need
Miss
it.
smoke.
Charlotte.
I know when you smoke, like certain astro features on your face show for certain people, especially them. But like she needs to take a week off and then come back because that's what this is given. Like, there's no way the camera is not helping that. I'm just saying.
Hyaluronic acid.
Yeah,
The-
thank you.
the brown in her eyes.
It's called the
Skincare tips from
Japanese. They
Christina.
listen. Me and skincare helps everybody.
That's under
ladies out
that's
here
under
working
Liv
hard.
Morgan eyes is stronger than Raquel's back. And this
Egg-
shouldn't be that. Okay.
Alexa,
In the
how
reverse
old is
CPR.
Liv Morgan?
Okay,
She's 30?
Justin's breakout star
Yeah,
is
she's
Chelsea
30. That's why I
Green.
said
She's
That's
30
why I
and she
said-
looking like that?
she needs to take a break from
She's
whatever
young. She's
pumping kush
youngish.
she's using and then
Now
come
she
back.
needs to
because
take a
this-
break.
This and then you like hello.
Listen,
I know
baby, I I am a professional gardener in this group chat, and I can tell you that
Mhm.
That don't do that.
thing that is happening
That
on
don't
her
do that.
face, that is not happening on mine. And I can promise you that I ingest more than Liv Morgan. She just does not have the proper skincare
She's at a
routine.
disadvantage.
She's on
She's
the
at a
road. She
disadvantage.
needs some guidance. She's on the road.
You know
She
we
don't
don't
have
crack.
them genes.
I don't
She
know
don't
why
have
you
them
acting like
genes.
this. All of us up here don't crack solely because of our
Well,
melanin.
I want to
That's a different type of crack. So
Siendo, speaking of don't crack, biggest breakout star, somebody who's a favorite of yours, the one and only Obafemi.
my brother, Mr. Carlos, crushed to dust.
broke out.
I let you
WrestleMania
have a
main
whoop that
eventer.
trick era because I let you have a whoop that trick era.
Yo, that right there, I was like, oh my god. But shout out to Trick. He stayed with him because
Yes,
anybody
both of
else,
them.
and that's the thing. People like to talk about, oh, Trick is green, he can't work. I don't care. Give me a superstar over the Graps any day. Trick Williams is him. No disrespect to Mello. Trick Williams is that dude.
1000%.
So is Obafemi.
This was
NXT
his,
is
Why are you so fine
this
though?
was his year because they can literally like think of all the people they tried to shove down our throats, right? And then you give them the front and they don't even want to come to the front. But Trick, oh no, Trick said, I'm stepping to the front of the line. I want extra chocolate chips for my effort. I want it all. I want the storyline. He didn't even want his
He knows how to
him and
be a
his lovely
star.
partner to have a storyline. And he said, you know what? Y'all gonna give me that. I'm gonna
You
take
a
that too.
star.
Like he's done it
Mhm.
all. Like, despite the fact that he lost, and I give credit where it's due. The reason why I said in my show, Watch What Happens at NXT, which is come back real soon, is that the NXT roster I was worried about was that they don't have a heel who comes in to be his counter heel, Ethan Page. And who's his
Ethan
counter heel
Page.
now?
Here for
Obafemi.
it.
It's working
and
out.
Eddie Thorpe.
And Eddie Thorpe, hello.
Eddie Thorpe is a
we back in business.
mastermind waiting to happen, and I can't
Finally.
wait until they crack that.
I love what in NXT they do. They have common sense wrestling, right? Like you think about all the time. Like, why wouldn't anybody think of why don't I just take myself out so I don't have to wrestle all these people? I'm gonna get a shot because they're gonna feel sorry for me anyway. Like it's just common sense. Like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is like the only person who watches the show. You
I
know,
love
beating
KO.
up Cody. Like, man, it's like wrestling smart again.
Yo, and then when people
I'm
were
trying
like,
to
"Oh, we're
argue
gonna
with
find out who
Kevin
did it," he was
Owens.
like,
He has
Love
a
he was like,
to
"You don't have
Panther.
to. I did it." I was like, and then I started laughing because I was just like, "Sir, where was all this? You were trying to be a DJ. You were trying to be a Native American, which you are Native American, no disrespect." I'm like, where was this? Like, where was this kind of gotcha? I needed that. I'm glad to have it because we thought Less is King is starting to become face. Which
I love
I'm not
Lexus
mad
King.
about that
I
either.
like him.
We were supposed to get that at Alexis King instead. We got that a year.
Tiger
I'm
King?
with it.
He still looked like Tiger King. Yeah.
He still does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he still does. He
He
lost a little bit of the. He
Alright.
lost a little bit of the
You're trying
midsection,
not
but
to
he
look
still
like
does.
Pillman Senior and look like Tiger King.
Right.
All right. All right.
I feel
Never
like
going away.
Oh, another breakout star, Jada Parker.
Indeed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did say Jada, but I went back with Tony. Tony Storm. I love her. Period. The end.
Yeah.
I give
don't-
notable.
She's so dumb. I love
notable
her.
mention to Lola Vice. I
I
give notable mention to
Lola Vice.
because her
Lola
She broke
transition
out
from
this year. She
MMA
broke out
to
this year.
wrestling
yes.
type
Yes.
prototype stuff.
I mean,
I give
beating
her
Shayna
notable mention.
was huge.
Mhm.
I will say she works really hard and I do have like shout out to her. Like seriously, she's put her whole body, her whole ass in that. But yes, but
She's
she does
undefeated
this
in the
dance.
underground. The only
She does
female
this dance that
undefeated.
I'm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But her little victory dance or overall dance, her little thing, I need her to
Super
change
cute.
that. And
Oh, you
no,
don't like it?
nope, it pisses me off.
Oh.
It really,
Really?
pisses me off. It does. I don't know what it is. I feel like I really don't know what it is. It's like I know that you're Cuban and that like you're from La Isla and you're coming here and you're doing everything you can and you've done a lot and you're fantastic and
Like
I'm here for
forced?
you. What?
Does it seem like too forced?
Yes.
Like
It just feels
okay, I can see that.
it just feels like she I don't know. Like
Is
there
it gimmicky?
very. There is this
Okay.
one Instagram creator like she's Asian, I believe she's Chinese, that she does like this whole makeup routine and her whole thing is that throughout she's going like this. And that's what I feel is happening with her, with Lola. And I'm just like, girl, stop it. Like I feel like she tries so hard to get back in after she has been beaten up, she's trying so hard to get back in like the beat of
because
what
After
You know
her
what I
last
mean?
underground match, she started dancing. I'm like, girl, take a rest. Your whole arm. hurts.
Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly.
Like,
I
stop.
feel like it's not functional. I feel like it's not functional. It's like, baby girl, you are taking me fully out of what just happened. Your aggression, the aggression and the pain in your face right now, with your hips going a little offbeat, it's not doing it for me. It's really not doing it for me.
That damn brick.
I need her to have something that makes her look a little bit more imposing.
Okay. That's so valid. I think once she continues to find herself, she'll probably like shed that a little bit more, and she'll probably feel like she could be more herself than like the gimmick that she has. But
yeah, I agree.
I feel like she has proven herself a lot this year to allow herself to pull back from that gimmicky, stereotypical kind of come on, you know, like it is a little bit. I can say that it is slightly. So
Justin,
Justin is correct. Justin,
I do have a
expressed my
question.
feelings. All right.
How do y'all feel about Nikita Lyons? I don't know if we ever talked about her or not, but I'm curious because she came back. Like, is she overrated?
Listen, as the resident NXT girl, I've said this. I'm gonna be nice to her. I'm giving her leniency because one knee is one thing, okay? Both knees is
Did you see
another.
her music video?
The only
She did?
issue I have with her,
the fact that she even does West Indian music bothers me.
Yeah, that bothers me, and then the fact that she's
in the video like
she's trying so hard to be ethnic. Bitch, do your fucking hair. Like your hair looks like, and it bothers me because you got all those girls. Like even like we talk about this. Who did I talk about this with before? Athena. Athena had the same problem. Listen, Athena don't got no problem anymore. It transferred on Nikita Lyons. Do your fucking hair. I don't care if it's extensions. I don't care if it's braids again. You need to do your hair because her hair looks like it's one more shampoo away from just going all the way. And if she comes to I'm supposed to believe
And
that
it's
Adonis likes
unfortunate
her.
'cause
Right.
But
as
she comes
Black
out looking
women,
like
you
that.
have your hair got to be on point. Like you can't
Like
be
no
out here
excuse,
looking like that.
no excuse, bro. And then what kills me is you want me to expect that Adonis is really gonna choose you over fucking Carmen Petrovich. Carmen Petrovich looks slayed to the nines. You not even
Yeah, about that.
like you supposed to sell me that. You're not. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. And she's just chucking and jiving like on the ring side like this, doing this, doing that. You're doing too much. She's not like how Krista said that Lowe's doing too much. She's doing too much. She's trying to give attitude and pop her hip. Girl, no. It's a no.
Can we get off of
You
this
know,
gentrification
simple.
appropriation train before I say something that's gonna get me canceled?
I was just-
Please,
Yeah.
because I can't.
I was
Yes.
gonna
Be
say,
right back
we
on
ain't gonna
there,
know who
and
she
that's
is in
it.
2 years.
Yeah,
What?
She'll be
sadly.
gone in
Because the
2
thing
years.
is, she hasn't gotten better as a wrestler. So it's just like at some
Exactly.
point she's
Every
gonna
time a ligament
she's
in
gonna
her
pursue
knee,
music.
every
She's
time a
got
ligament
to
in her
go.
knee is supposedly healed, she
Hey,
goes and pops
Eddie.
another one. It's like worn
Both
out rubber
knees.
bands.
Both needs are out.
She
Just so
she
we're
got
clear,
to go.
both.
And
Both.
just look
Worn
at
out
that
rubber
level
bands.
up roster.
Mm-hmm.
They are coming.
Maybe professional wrestling just might not be for her.
Shout out to Lainey.
She was
Lainey
okay
Brooks
in
was a girl.
WoW. She was okay
She was
in
there?
WoW.
She was smaller in WoW.
She was there in
Keyword is
WoW.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
She was smaller
Also-
and more athletic in WoW. You're absolutely right.
So I
Yeah,
need you guys to check the group chat that I just sent, the text that I just sent, and I wanted to see your live reactions. I'm just kidding. Because I don't like people, and if y'all get, I know Brian's gonna get it. I know Brian's gonna get it off.
We were
Fact.
just talking about that shit.
We was.
Oh my god, we were just talking about whether or not like that could be true or not.
Y'all gonna have to tell me what it is. I ain't in the group, so I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm taking a screenshot.
I can't with them. I'm gonna put.
I'm
the
just
phone
like,
back
why
down.
are people so stupid?
I'm gonna
Oh
put
my
the phone back
God.
down and leave it down.
Like, why are people so stupid? Like, why would they?
Yo, AI really does make wild
can't.
things.
Why would they do that? But what if that's really
Why
an
would you
episode?
do that?
Yeah,
Why-
really.
I would love to know
down.
I would love to know if it's true.
Can we
Personally,
get
no.
into the most shocking things that happened this year? Because
Yes.
it's like a decent segue.
Yes,
Yes.
Yep.
we might need alcohol, but sure.
I mean the biggest
Bye.
wrestling bombshell. Oh, you're seeing it?
No.
That
Because
is
like,
I was
why
like,
would
no.
they do that?
No.
I'm pretty sure they've been pitched that too.
Oh, I'm sure because I
mean,
would
it
love
has
to
to
know
be-
the truth. I don't
It
know
has
if
to
it's
be
true,
cleared
but I
up
would love
because
to
it's been
know.
something that's been going around since the year the rat. So at this point,
I'm
it's
not-
just something that really
Mhm.
just has to be cleared up. Like, not
It's
even
not
on
getting
some
cleared up.
funny
He
business.
did. No.
Yeah,
I don't
and
think that's
Stephanie is
happening.
not about to be Kikian.
He can't
About
speak for
that
himself.
shit.
We will never know the truth. I don't want to
Nope.
know the truth. Actually,
I
I take it
honestly
back.
don't think I do either, but I also
I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know
Jesse
nothing.
Justin's
in regards to
reply.
that.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Well, in the group chat.
Wow.
In the group
Yeah, Justin
Oh,
gotta go.
man. All right,
Oh
let's
my
get
God.
into shocking moments because everyone's
Justin,
not
if you
in our
still
group
go to
chat,
bed, I'm
so they're
dead.
like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?"
Mm.
I mean, the
Justin's
biggest
comments of all of
wrestling
2024 are shocking moments for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
That's it.
Jaw drop. I can't believe I just read that.
Jaw dropping moments.
I'm
Justin.
gonna put my phone down.
That's why I said I'm not. My texts are closed for the rest of the night because
Yeah, I'm going on. I'm putting my phone on
Airing
D&D
footage.
for the first time.
Yeah, that was wild.
Tony gonna air that footage of
That
all
was
in.
so corny.
Oh yeah, that's the most
He
shocking.
thought,
thing.
he
No,
thought that shit was gonna do something, and it
The
did
most-
not.
did nothing.
the most shocking thing was CM Punk them putting in like word for word next to him as he talks about it on art. I was
Yeah.
like, now who did that? Now that's petty. They were like word for word match up with the tape. And no, you know what's even more shocking? Them wiping all the social media of that clip, taking it down every time somebody tried to tweet it. That
It's
that
true,
was
'cause I
Because
don't
they
think
knew
I've
that
seen
it was. They're like,
online
nope,
or even
it's for us.
circulating. Oh wow.
Within 30 minutes, like 10 tweets were down. I was like, oh, he's so
it was like,
he
bro,
knows that work.
he waited way too long to put it out. Nobody cares at this point anymore.
And then
it didn't even give what it was supposed to give.
Right.
It just
and then
made
for
y'all
Punk to go in
understand.
there, and Punk was like, I wasn't gonna kill him, you know, choked him a little bit. I was like,
you understand how much I put the battery in my back? Like, no matter what Punk has ever done or said, he's never lied. You can't convince me he's ever lied now. You can't convince me.
He said, he was like, I'm not denying what I did, you know, like the tape is there. But I wasn't
children.
He was gonna be alive after I word, like he was gonna be alive after, you know, a little saliva came out the mouth from him choking, but that's it. Like that's literally what.
Also, don't put a video of somebody choking me. Like, fuck out of here.
I think that's the most shocking. Or Punk saying that he was trying to quit after All In anyway, and they wouldn't let him quit. I'm like, that's a butterfly effect.
Whole damper in your whole narrative, like
that's a butterfly effect. What if they let him quit? Then what happens? What happens to AEW if they let that man quit?
I think it was me. Who was it? Me and Gersh had that conversation before I did his show, and he was like, "Yo, so you mean to tell me that Tony Khan tried to do what Vince McMahon did to Punk and it backfired anyway?" So he was like, "Technically, you didn't fire me. I quit." And then you were like, "Oh wait, we got to say that we fired him before he says anything else." And Punk
I was threatened for my life. My life was in danger.
My livelihood sitting in a chair on stage.
Over 35
so
computer monitors. My life was in danger.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
And three other retired wrestlers in between us, Jerry Lynn, and Chris Hero.
We gotta get into this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was very shocking.
I got another one too. Ricochet being an Andrew Tate follower.
Oh my god, I unfollowed him. I did because I was like, it's one thing to lean into the trolls, but to retweet Andrew Tate.
When I saw that,
Ricochet being Andrew Tate follower for a late entry. Ricochet being an Andrew Tate follower.
That was like around the time that Twitter started hiding likes, where you could find out who you were following still, because he had a lot of tweets from him, which was weird enough as it is. A lot.
And
so that's not troll.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor
and him trying to bring back the Jada Kiss laugh. That shocking. Very shocking.
It's
him trying to be Jada Kiss on AEW television is killing me.
And he is.
It meant to do better.
Taste out his mouth.
Nah, did y'all see him talking about at least she's at home to make sandwiches for me?
And that's what makes that even more like, do you really mean that?
Sis, wait, who said blink 3 times? Blink 3 times.
What happened?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he did.
Like, you took Samantha Irvin away from us, and then he was like, yeah, so she could be at home making me sandwiches or some shit. And then
hey, that's
and then
whoa. Actually, you know what? Ricochet is the most shocking thing of all of 2024. Ricochet on the mic, his interview where he said AEW wouldn't exist without him, crashing out on the internet multiple times, so much so that we believe fake tweets. Ricochet is the most shocking.
Why?
Okay,
he had to find a way to make this show somehow.
Yeah, I mean, and we are talking about Ricochet way more than we ever would have, probably. So
yeah,
good for him.
That's
I guess.
True. And if they do it right, he will have a good heel run if they do it right. But I don't get how he's turning heel and then immediately get punked out.
I don't get how
they punked him out bad. like
this is not supposed to happen.
So bad.
Like,
I mean,
it's
don't know
how that was shocking.
He's lucky it was toilet paper at that point.
Oh my god.
It could have been worse. It could have been other things.
What's some more shocking moments?
For me, it's still Kofi and Xavier trying to X Big E out, thinking they were gonna be the face of the New Day after what they did to Big E. I think them turning against Big E period was not in my bingo cards. I expected them to split, but the split would have been better. But them doing what they did to Big E, I think that's so raw. And then Kofi, you know better. You Ghanaian, you know your mother was going to be disapproving of you doing backstabbing, devious behavior. I don't know which was it. She should have walked out on you way ahead of time. She should have showed up, walked out on you, and then walked out on you again the night that she did. Because you know better. You know,
But
after
did you
moms
see the
don't play
photo
that.
that they took and he
And
cursed his mother out of it?
Yo.
Nasty word.
Bro.
I love when they go far like that with it. Like to actually do that is wild.
His mother was like, I'm going low. Kofi's like, all right, I'm going to hell. There you go.
I'm going to hell. We skipping purgatory all the way in.
I like the footage too of like the locker room shading them and shit. Like, nah, we don't fuck with y'all no more. After what y'all did to Big E, like, nah.
They're like, you got to find somewhere else to change, bro.
No, I love it.
Act
And
this what that be like.
even Dominic didn't like what they did to Big E too. He was like, "Oh, we
He's like,
moving
I ain't
on."
like Big E, but y'all fucked up.
Yeah. Now, if he's saying that, then damn.
And this dude made a living on interrogating his dad on holidays,
Yeah.
which I need more of those.
I think, well, in the NXT universe, the most shocking thing to
Kofi
happen was
from
Wes
Boston.
Lee turning heel on his brethren after they done came from the land of
That
TNA
haircut, his
to
haircut
help
too.
him out.
Hair.
That
Yeah,
was
him
shocking.
cutting his hair, him turning heel. Oh, I will give him props where it's due. Right time and place, because I wasn't expecting it for it to be at that moment in time. Something in my gut was like, okay, maybe he's gonna quit one more time, and then to see the Rascals be reunited, and not even for you to finally have Zachary have that moment he never lost. He should have had like better terms from when he was released. He finally got like his closure. But then you see Trey Miguel get to be a part of it, and they took it to TNA, and then like, bro, like they came to help you, bro. Like you were struggling, you were on your last like bit of shampoo, and then you turn around and you kicked them out of the salon. Like how you gonna do that? And then what they did was build with it with Wes taking Trey out for the tag team and jumping him in the parking lot, and then them finally having that good match at Battleground. So that to me, I was like, damn, Wes, you too, bro. Like you drank the bad Kool-Aid and now you bad too, and then you cut your hair.
It's still weird seeing him without his hair.
I do love the haircut though. I do like
it. It suits him, but I'm just like, damn, like you really went heel, like you got a haircut and everything.
I like the haircut a lot.
Him and Javon Evans put on a banger of a match, though. I will say that.
They put on a banger. I agree.
That was a shocking moment, Javon.
So, do we have any more shocking moments? Because we're not going to touch the Mr. Redacted thing. I'm not touching that at all.
I'm not touching that.
Oh, Kevin keeping the wing angled.
Yes, I love that.
That was fun. That was fun.
It was so good.
He showed up to the mixer.
It was so good to witness at in Long Island.
He was like when he showed up to headquarters and he was like,
I wanted him and Triple H to get into it again because they was pushing each other and shit.
Yeah,
it got spicy real quick.
Now I got one. Jalen Brunson taking Tyrese Halliburton's powers at MSG. Tyrese ain't been the same since.
That's so true. That was cool. That was cool.
That was crazy.
That was cool. Yeah.
The Knicks.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Oh my god, Ellie, the elephant, and Bianca getting together.
Oh my god, that was great. That was great.
That was so cool. Right, fresh off the championship too.
Shout out to the Liberty.
Yes.
Shout out to the New York Liberty.
I love that
Greg
Ellie is like literally
Greg
getting her
says that the New York Liberty is
crazy, right?
Wow, my brain. Greg keeps saying that the New York Liberty is the only New York team that is worth its time.
Wow.
Don't let a Yankee fan hear you say that.
We brought home a chip.
Knicks are coming.
What other New York team has brought home a chip recently?
Yeah, they didn't flop in the championship.
I mean, I guess we almost had a World Series.
Yeah,
That's true.
Almost is going 7 games.
Chill.
People got really mad on the train. I was right on the train when the Yankees lost, and people were mad. I
not World Series. I'm sorry. I mean Subway Series. My bad. Meant Subway Series. My bad. The
I don't
Yankees
know.
couldn't finish the story. Never.
They could not.
So the
Fun
Mets is
for-
New York is a Mets town now.
Oh my god, please stop. That's such a
Please,
joke. That is
Brian,
such a-
But in
stop.
certain parts, but
It is
5 million
such a
in certain parts of New
joke.
York, if you
Shut
ask,
up.
no, for real. In certain parts of New York, though, if you've asked, some of them are Mets. It's very weird split because the side you would expect to be Mets fans or Yankees fans, and the side you expect to be Yankees fans or Mets fans. Like I've always noticed that it's been like that for years.
Apparently, I was a Mets fan when I was little.
I can't.
My favorite
I have
player
an
was
uncle-
Mookie Wilson.
Can't co-sign any of this.
I don't
have
know who
a-
that is. But, you know.
I had an uncle, God rest his
also,
soul.
like I live in the Bronx, so it's like I don't know many Mets fans. So when I meet them, I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh, you're
Yankees.
different.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because
Everybody's so creative.
Because you're from the Bronx. And you're a Mets fan. If
Yo,
you go
Juan,
like,
that's a good one. That's the best one you have right
I used
there.
to be a Yankees fan
all
because
the
we
funny-
had
that one right
Mariano
there.
Rivera as a player, and that's it.
Yeah, you got to rep for what you rep for. So wait,
Yeah.
I want to address something. You use on my mind. This right here. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I've
SmackDown
always
going
been
to 3
SmackDown
hours?
I
early.
feel like go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't love it.
But I've always
Especially
been,
on a
I've always
Friday
been a SmackDown
night.
girl. I mean,
Yeah.
we in our 30s. Are we really going out on Friday nights? Let's be honest.
I don't want to
ma'am.
be. I don't want to be watching wrestling till 11 on a Friday. I'm used to like Monday night doing that, not Friday
Right.
night. I don't know.
I've been loving these 2-hour
Listen,
Raws.
Friday night, I'm
2
going
hour Raw is
outside.
good.
yes. Yeah. For
Going
Friday
sure.
back
night,
to
I'm
3
outside.
hours. No, leave that for
At 8 o'clock,
PLE.
there's dinner reservations dinner reservations are made. Wine is sipped. I don't know if I could do 3 hours. I might catch the end leg, but like
You know what's so
I
funny?
sacrifice it for y'all. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know about SmackDown.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with SmackDown being 3 hours. I just feel like
Oh.
because there's been times where SmackDown has always brought more than Raw. Like I've always would be more in tune with SmackDown than Raw. But I'm just like, damn,
That's
I want more, and having to wait until. I mean, I'm still gonna have to wait until another Friday, but it's like now you're giving me like I'm right back. Feed me more, like just give me a little bit more that I can take on. Shut up, Brian. I can take on, and so I can be satisfied. So I'm cool because Raw was really
Don't
like
you go to
dwindling
church
down.
on Fridays?
Some not every Friday.
Oh.
And I got
Oh, okay.
I got DVR for and
She said, "Ma'am, just go to church."
not
You
every
know,
Friday.
I gotta
though.
ask
It's every
because
other
I'm like,
Friday.
you going to church on Fridays and you want 3 hours of SmackDown?
I do.
and then we gotta hear no spoilers, and I gotta be like, "Well, damn, who am I supposed
y'all
to be
can
excited
spoil it
when
for
we
me.
be
It's
able to do some school
okay.
shit?"
No, y'all can spoil it for me when it's okay. Like
Nah, that
if The
wouldn't be
Rock
fair.
ever comes out, then sure, spoil it for me. Like Christina had no problem doing last year. So yeah, like that's fine.
Was that like a
Hey.
or are you like really okay with it?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Okay.
Like when I tell you I was
like-
hyperventilating at work, I was like, they was like, what's wrong? And Lewis was like, you gotta calm down because all these people with the big higher ups say, I said, I don't give a fuck about them. The Rock is out. I don't know what the town he was in, but he out. Like
He was
think,
in
but
some
yeah,
random ass city when he came back.
Denver,
too.
Colorado.
Denver.
I guess that's
Denver.
not
Older
too
Colorado.
You know what?
random.
That's
Okay,
that's
random.
blame it on Deion Sanders, honey. Deion
Yep,
Sanders.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what
Prime,
it was.
the prime effect.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, I
the
have a
Mariah
question.
May, the way that the Mariah May and the Tony Storm storyline, I like
That
how
was
that.
good.
I like
that was
I like
good.
really
I
good.
love that.
I like where it's going
And they're
now.
both
'cause
like better off after. So it like
Yeah.
worked on all.
I like how Timeless Tony
Oh,
Storm is
man.
playing Tony Storm because that's
That was
exactly how I
so
feel
fun.
about
That
it.
is like the best. Oh my gosh, she's so good.
Right now, she's pretending like she's brand new and she wasn't in a time warp. That's Timeless Tony Storm being an actress. I don't care what nobody
It's so
say. I don't
good.
care anybody
I
else
think
say.
her introducing herself to legends that she's
Yep.
like worked with already. Like, oh my god,
That's
I'm
the
so
most
excited for this
funniest thing.
opportunity.
She
Yo,
like,
you see
what?
this segment where it was her? I think it's her, her, Deanna Peraza, and she's like introducing them, and they're like, "I'm not Diane." She's like, "I'm not doing this with you, Tony." And Tony's like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you." And she's like, "You know what? You're gonna go fight Ty and Valkyrie." And she was like, "Wow, oh my god, thank you for this opportunity." And she's just like thankful about everybody, and even
And
like
she's like back
Rosa-
with like the black under her eye, like she's back when she like first came out, and she had it's funny. It's really funny.
I'm living
She's
for it.
hilarious. I
It's
love
gonna be
her.
Thomas Tony Storm by the time Mariah May's like, I'm not buying what you're selling. She's gonna be like, you know what? I look up to you. You're phenomenal. Boom, take that title back. Right at Grant, take it right back. Take it right back in Texas. I'm banking on it. It has to be.
That sounds
Has to
good.
be.
So for 2025, do you guys see AEW getting back to kind of the hype it was in? What y'all
No.
see happening in AEW next year?
I mean, they better show us what them $2 billion.
They got the HBO Max deal. They are making some business moves, but it doesn't seem like the fans are as connected into the product like they was before. Does it have a chance next year?
They've been struggling and they've been straining, and they're gonna continue to struggle and strain. I don't want to see it all, but
leadership has to
inevitable.
change.
They need a
Leadership has to
real
change.
leader.
Yeah.
Just
I
stay
feel
in the
like-
back and collect money, Tony.
I feel like anything can kind of happen because if we go back in history, the Monday Night Wars, nobody thought that WWE would overcome WCW. And then after 83
82
weeks, 83 weeks, it happened. So anything can happen. I just feel like, with AEW, it's a place where they're okay to be lax. Like you can tell the ones who are working really, really hard to take it to the next level, opposed to the ones who are literally just there to be there to say that I'm on TV just to get a check. I.e., and Justin Don't Kill Me, Mercedes Moné. Like, girl, you were not putting in your best work like you was doing over in WWE. No shade, no tea, but you are really there because you love the money and you have more creative control, which is okay. But it's got to be
Mercedes being an AEW would make me like want to tune in every week to like what she's doing. And for a couple weeks that was true, and then it just dialed down week to week to week. Even with her becoming a double champion, like it's just not there for me. So in my like personally, I'm like, okay, if Mercedes Moné don't make me watch, then I don't think anything is gonna really have me tuned in at this point.
Yeah, I noticed too the signings, the people that used to show up have slowed down. And I feel like
they waiting to get that WWE call. That's why.
Yeah, it slowed down when they found out they weren't gonna get certain people.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin. Because the excitement of it was, oh my God, this person went there. Like, oh my God, like we went from having a bum rush. We had Punk, Cole, and Daniel Bryan in one whole week. Then you had Mercedes Moné was their big thing, and then Ricochet, and then Will Ospreay, and then like nothing. Like,
because I really feel like people want that WWE check now. I think people are waiting. They're kind of like, before it was like, oh, I'm gonna go to AEW. Like, fuck, if they didn't make it to WWE yet. Now I feel like people are kind of like, let me see what's out there. AKA, can I get that call? Dylan, to answer your question, I don't see anyone except for like people that have been in WWE for a long time and never got their just due, i.e. Ricochet, going to AEW at this point.
Because
I don't see.
Mustafa Ali would do it, but then he's in TNA killing it, and he opened the school. So like now it used to be like, okay, you can go to TNA and play, but now people are like, nah, I want to help TNA. Like I want to be there. I wouldn't be surprised if Ali.
I've always loved him.
Who you said, Sandal?
Mustafa Ali.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've always
but he also like he thought WWE was good for him though, because it put his name out there. So like that was the other thing. He leaves the door open. I don't think AEW is not going to get any better, and it's for one reason and one reason only, and that's just because Tony Khan. Like, there's no incentive to. He got the money to keep it afloat. It's not like Eric Bischoff trying to battle for TV rights and all that. He'll find somewhere to put AEW, even if he has to create his own network. Like, it's never going away, but it's never going to be where it was pulling 1 million viewers in 2019. Nah, it's not. Catered to one specific audience, and that's totally fine. But the minute. I think they're the only people who don't know that, though. Like, that's the issue. I think they're the only people who don't know they cater to like
with that.
people who put in ratings on Cage Side. Like, that's who they cater to, and I don't think they realize that yet.
It's like live your best life over there with the real wrestling fans, and
that's cool.
and then let them come to WWE at
And
some point.
that's cool because I'm always watch the paper. The matches are always going to be good. You're always going to do a great pay per view. Like it's never going to be an issue. But I mean, the storytelling, even this whole like AEW, like the takeover. I'm still trying to figure out what is Moxley's point. Like who are you trying to take over for? What is this higher power? What are we talking? Like what is the point of this?
AEW's top guy for like 5 years.
And we don't even
like why are you in a position that you need to even do this in the first place?
And it's cool. Like he's there, he's there for lack of better word. He's their Seth. He's their guy that is going to be consistent. He's going to be there. He always going to be at the top. If they need to give a belt to somebody, it's going to be him. Whatever. I'm always going to enjoy a Moxley match. But like, all right, what else though? Like at the beginning of AEW, there was just so many stars that were being built. Like MJF, even MJF. I'm like, bro,
what happened to him this year? Okay, that's a disappointment this year.
Going back and forth with Homeboy.
MJF, yeah, because it was like,
when he got that tattoo, I ain't never seen a stock plummet so
no,
fast.
legit, that tattoo was his demise. He put that on his body, and I'm like, bro,
bro, you came back. That was enough. Like that, you came back. That was enough. Like we didn't need to see who was on your half calf.
Right.
You could have kept that underneath your boots. Like, let's be real about it. But and then he tried, and then what I think was hard was like he tried so hard to capitalize on that and try and be the face, and the fans turned to each other and was like, "Did you ask for him? Did you ask for him? No, okay." And then they got Will Ospreay, and they're like, that guy right there, him,
right?
The guy who's talking shit about Triple H. We want him, and that's where that's at.
I don't know. So much depends on what happens at World Ends this weekend too, because like they're in the middle of this Continental Classic, and if Kyle Fletcher doesn't win, I think I'm tapped out. I think I'm done.
But and then what gives them credit where his due is for them to be an American promotion, to go over to Japan and just be like, you know what, we're gonna capitalize on their WrestleMania and bring in other promotions together. I think that needs to be looked at. I will be watching Wrestle Dynasty just to see how that works, because I think without announcing it for years has always worked for New Japan Pro Wrestling. But the fact that you're about to get, when you look at that card, I'm like, yo, they really took the top of who they think they got and put them in Japan. And then what they're not doing is neglecting the other wrestlers they have in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's true. I mean, but at the same time, they doing all that, and then they killed someone like Okada in like 2 weeks. So I can't. It's like,
thank you. The internet.
Like, who is that man anymore?
Don't say that,
people in America only know him for saying bitch funny. The fact that people in America only know him for saying bitch in a funny way is so bad. Y'all know who we're talking about right now?
Having the house from Mercedes Moné and they're about to pass out. That was cute.
Man, I'm putting out
number one.
I'm putting out a
WWE was always a number one.
I'm putting out a missing persons report. Somebody tell me where Camille is. When y'all tell me where she at, then maybe I'll come back. Because where is that girl? Where is Camille?
Yeah, that's such a good point.
Where is Camille?
She is in that new movie too. Unrelated. But where's she been at?
Completely killed her by making her Mercedes heater.
Oh, and I thought that was gonna be a good look for her.
Me
like
too.
I really, because I liked her work at NWA.
Yeah.
And then
by herself. Should have gave
Dylan said she's done with AEW.
She basically
come to NXT.
She did say that like she felt like they ruined her, so I don't think she's gonna be on TV.
But
she was one of those people that was like, I don't want to be in WWE anyway, and because I think they wanted her to be in NXT, but she felt like as such a long reigning NWA Women's Champion that she should go straight to the main roster. But she don't realize, just get in and then prove yourself. And NXT is lit right now,
and that's what you about to have with Miss Jordan Grace, because Jordan Grace put herself in a position to where it's like,
I love everything she did with WWE this year is on my
foot in the door, honey. I was on the biggest Big Four PLE WWE had to offer. I ran the storyline with their champion. I got to come to the party and eat cheese and crackers with them again when they debuted on a new network. So now everybody knows who I am.
Yep.
She should have just got her foot in the door, and that's what
I hope she's coming.
She'll go back. I'm pretty sure they'll be like, you know what, we get it. It's all good.
Oh, I
Go
got
ahead.
a late. I got another late entry for shocking thing.
What you got?
TNA signing that lady.
Oh, I was
Chin?
about to say that. And I'm like, damn, do I want to do a sound off right now? Because
Do it.
Most disappointing too.
and here's my thing with that, right? It's like you was called out for your racist, narcissistic, antagonistic ass ways from all the women in the locker room. The same locker room you was kind of kicked out of, or whatever have you.
And
for you to
proceed
go
talk shit
back,
about after.
right? For you to go back, and I still feel like you're not humbled. And then you got the biggest coon of coons who hosts spit as a hobby over here backing you up like we're supposed to be on your side. Like y'all two can honestly go to the top of the highest peak of somebody's building, jump off, be set on fire, and nobody will ever give a rat's ass about you.
No, my thing just was, who was shocked when they saw that chin underneath that mat? Like, who do you think we thought it was?
Right.
Also,
I mean,
I'm pissed that TNA would do this to Jordan Grace on her way out. Like,
that was
division. And
No,
she
'cause no
said,
matter how
I don't
you-
want to work with that lady. And y'all was like, well, you're going to do it anyway because you're leaving. The way I would have pulled an Austin Aries and got up in the middle of the, like, as soon as she laid me out, as soon as they say cut, I'm up. Like, what are we doing? No, because now I'm about
That's
to
not happening.
everything. I'm burning the whole bridge. Bye.
That's not happening. That's not happening right there.
Nepotism.
Especially
Well, her not
because
doing that goes far with
it's under
Shawn
new
Michaels.
management. Triple H is not doing that. Triple H is not
Nepotism
doing that.
Stupid.
will win every single
Oh
time.
no, she ain't coming nowhere near NXT. Goodbye.
We
This
don't know
is
that.
true.
We don't know
That's
that.
true right there. That
name is
comment right
Kobe.
there. Because what? Like,
name is
that's
Kobe.
it's just so disgusting to me. Like, I get it. You know, people there are people sometimes do deserve redemption. I completely understand that. But when it comes to something like that, especially when you're in a space where you're the minority now, and you still feel you want to walk, she didn't even walk, she chinned it in that ring, like, and decided to do what she needs to. Like, it's just like a real slap in the face, because again, it's like, how dare you bring this person up here who has no regard not only for women but for people of color in general, and then the only person that has your back right now is somebody
Who begging Shawn Michaels to come on via Twitter?
who cries
work
about
with one of the highest rising stars in NXT, and Shawn was like,
who
"No,
cries
thank you."
about a spot on the list that you probably didn't even deserve in the first place. Who you have to wear an umbrella? How you have to wear an umbrella just by talking to him? How you know his tongue is heavier than the head that he got on his shoulders? How you know?
Why
like,
does
he
that
can
describe him
food,
so perfectly? That's
he
why.
can hoard food for a year and hibernate and not be missed. Like, I can go on and on, but I'm not. TNA do better.
Let me paint the picture
Thanks,
for
Justin.
those who don't understand, right?
No.
They had a pay-per-view. They had a pay-per-view in Las Vegas, and they let their newly released talent, the artist formerly known as Dana Brooke, aka Ash Elegance by Ash, appear. They chose to do that over bringing Moose to WWE. If that doesn't tell you
That's
nobody
interesting.
wants you there,
That's so sick.
Think about that. Think about that. They're like, hey, we know we released you with Zachary. Zachary, we know we let you go into some false pretenses, but you know what? Come on and let's work this program with your boy Wesley. They chose that over you, and you're the company's champion. Bro, we are not
bring Enzo Amore back before they bring Moose.
They was rumbling about that.
They're gonna bring Enzo. They're gonna bring Matt Riddle, and hell, they may bring Velveteen Dream before they bring Moose. Like, just
wait,
hang it up where you at.
That interview happened with Velveteen Dream this year? Or was that last year?
This year. Was this year.
Yeah. That to me was
a big back from
he's another one. Not taking real accountability of his actions, not really showing any type of remorse to his actions or whatever. And I feel like the only difference between him and Tessa is the fact that Tessa's a woman and he's black. Like that's the only difference, because if you look at the end of the day, what they did, both is not a forgivable act at all.
But the crazy part is if Tessa would have just put out a notes app apology and made it seem sincere, the conversation would be completely different, because people would have
She need to
forgiven
call
her.
Chelsea. She need to call Priscilla. She need to call Cass. She need to call one by one.
That's how like delicate this thing was. Had that lady literally, instead of playing victim, just put out a notes app apology, probably wouldn't have been as big of a story.
Right.
Honestly,
Yeah. And then she also went to other promotions after that and was still problematic as fuck. So
And
it's
was
like, this is just
crying
who
like
you
she was
are as a person. You're not sorry. You don't care. You'll do it again.
But my thing is,
Nepotism
what money
is
do they
at its
think?
peak for
What
certain
money do
people.
they
She's
think
one of
she's
them.
bringing? That's my thing. Is
Like,
what
this
money
ain't, I
is
think you
Tessa
said it.
Blanchard?
It was like, this ain't the heat y'all want. Like,
Yeah.
this is not it.
What
at
money
all.
is she bringing into that division? That's what I need to know. What money is she about to bring into that division? It's
Right.
not like it's not the move. This is why they need Scott D'Amore back. This is why they need. Like I don't know
And
what
everything
is
she
That was
did
shocking for me
before
too. That
that
they
was
did that to
iconic is
him.
being done now.
What you
Huh?
mean?
Say it again,
I
Brian.
said everything she was doing, like wrestling the man, becoming a world champion. We don't need you no more. We got Jordan
No,
Grace.
literally, you did everything there is to
Yeah.
do in there. Like, there's nothing for you to do.
Yeah.
Like, I
Right.
don't.
Oh,
There's
that's so
nothing for you to
that
do. Not only
Yeah.
that, but the men you wrestled are now leaving. Mike Bailey's gone. Hammerstone's
Right.
about to leave. Like, Josh Alexander's probably going to end up in NXT and reunite the North with
yeah.
Ethan Page. Like,
Ethan Page,
what do we need you for?
Mhm.
You think
And you're not coming to
they signed her
WWE.
based
You're
on
not
that
doing a
fear?
crossover.
But do you
What'd
think
you say,
they signed
Stella?
her based on that fear? You just ran over when the list you guys just gave are literally the people that were the highlight of what Impact was at the end versus what they're trying to make TNA based off now. Do you think it's a trigger hire? Because if it's a trigger hire, it's not going to do good. And then on
They
top of that,
definitely did that.
I feel like they also didn't need to do a trigger hire because you had such a great plan with having as partnership with WWE that y'all triggered too hard. Like she doesn't need to be there. And I want to see what happens when Jordan leaves. I'm not even going to say what happens when she becomes champ because that's imminent. Obviously, that's where they're going. When Jordan leaves, that's when you're going to see like, we don't need this. Like we don't need this.
But it was absolutely a reactionary hire because everybody's leaving, and it's like it is what it is. But like, y'all ain't got nobody back there that could have like.
gotta be.
Tasha's still been there for.
What about
I like
Camille?
I don't know why they don't want to push my girl. I don't know why.
But this is where you push. This is where you push your other people. You got Tasha Steelz who's in TNA. You got Giselle Shaw who's still in TNA. You have all these other women. Oh, she's not there no more. Oh, all right. Well, you got Tasha still. Like you have these women that you can push who are in TNA, but instead of pushing and letting them get their proper shine, you bring back Crimson Chin. Child,
you know what they forget? Have her face Mickey James.
I like Zion Brookside. I liked her since she was in the Mae Young Classic, and she's a phenomenal talent.
TNA has Masha.
They don't want to let.
They're gonna bring back. They're gonna bring back Mickey James and have them two fight. Watch.
No, Mickey James is doing this
even
thing.
in TNA. She came back.
No, Mickey James is in WWE right now on her Legends contract doing that.
On her Legends contract.
Great. So we don't know
you're right
with that either. And like you said, Giselle Shaw is gone. The only people that I can think that I wish they would just push to the front. Well, Killer Kelly is pregnant, so she's gonna be gone for a while. Zion Brookside, Elegance Bash, Misha Slamovich, because you had faith in her before, and then bring some new other people. Like get some
talent out there too. Like it's a lot of talent out there.
Right, it's a lot of talent out there. Bring them to the side. They don't already lost. So the only person I saw that would probably go over there was Kylie Ray, but Kylie Ray is now ID'd by WWE. So that's not happening. Unless they try and do something with that. Same thing with Zaddy Steele. She said she's willing to work with them. It's the whole thing. TNA just need to get it together, and they were the shit. They were the shit when AEW and WWE weren't the shit, and now they've gotten this like glimmer of hope being shit. They're like, all right, this is our peak. No, you can peak much more. You don't need somebody with the chins of 1,000 C's to do it.
Yo, is someone taking note of all the chin references and jokes because
Justin's taking notes? I'm sure.
Top tier.
Justin Signal. All right, so before we go,
Like,
we
can't
talk about
word.
controversy, best moments, shocking moments, or whatever. We're going into next year, and I just want to really jump into Rumble, because I know Rumble now is in February instead of January. So, and apparently there's this leaked list that's all over Twitter about who's supposed to be coming out for Royal Rumble.
Not looking at it.
So,
Don't nobody send it my way either.
no, I wasn't
No,
gonna
where
send it
is
to you.
it?
I saw it, but I'm just like, boo. It was typos on there, so I know that ain't right. Anyway, so this is what I want from y'all to do, right? Each of us will pick one surprise entrant for the women that we want to see, one surprise entrant for the men that we want to see in Royal Rumble. I'm gonna go last. Brian, you
All
go
right.
first.
I don't want to see no surprise entries. I just want to see everybody who's on the roster.
All right, so who do you want to see in Rumble, men and women?
Who I
Even
want
if
to
it's
see
people
winning?
that we don't see regularly, like who's active on the main roster.
Who's I don't know. What? Carmelo? Yeah, I just look at it like you got 30 and 30. I don't need to see nobody surprised. I got people I want to win, but surprise, I don't need no
All
surprise.
right, so who do you want to win Rumble? That's easier. Who do you want to win Rumble?
The men, The Rock.
Of course.
And then yeah, that would be dope. The Rock win, and then the women. Bianca Belair.
Okay, she'll be.
Give me Bianca Rhea, WrestleMania.
All right, P. Surprise entrance or winning?
I'm gonna say who I want to win. I'm gonna go with. Damn, The Rock is a really good choice. For the women, I would say my choice used to be Chelsea, but I feel like she good now. She got that championship, so I'm gonna go with Mia Yim.
Ooh,
okay, that's good. Siendo,
I don't know if it'll
hide
happen.
your shoulders. Sorry.
Is it hide your shoulders?
Sorry.
Hide who's
I know
shoulders?
you said in the box. Sorry, Brian. Sorry. Yes, Siendo.
Threw me off. Damn. I want to say The Rock too, but I'm gonna.
That
go
was
with
a
his
good
cousin.
one. And
That's a
I'm gonna
good
say his
one.
cousin. His
Which
cousin
one? He got 15 of them.
You stop it. I want to say Roman.
Okay.
Ooh.
For the female,
Yeah, you've been out of Tyler picture for too long. I feel like after he gets his auto back and all that, I feel like he's gonna be like, all right, now it's time for business. As far as the women goes, I don't care. Diamonds in the rough, baby. I'm thinking Charlotte makes her return back at the Rumble.
And win it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They got
Goddamn
no.
no.
They
Please
got
no.
new goal for Charlotte to get. She's like, look,
She's not going to try and be like her friend Miss Becky Becks and become the first ever 4 Grand Slam. Because that's all it takes.
Okay, Pablo.
If I'm doing surprises for the women, Jazz.
Oh, 100%. All the ones that signed that Legends contract.
That Legends contract. Yep.
Men. If I was to do a surprise, I really don't want any men surprises. I think the roster is good enough. But if I had to do one, just because I think he'd do it, is DDP.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, just because I think he'd do it. But to win for the women, I personally think it's going to be Jade and she faces Nia. They got to finish that. And for the men, I'm torn because like I want CM Punk to think he's gonna win and Seth to ruin it so that way Punk can get back in that Elimination Chamber and then have the title. I think for the men, I'm gonna say Randy or Drew.
Oh God, not Drew. Not Drew.
Randy or Drew. Probably Randy to get Randy versus Cody if they're not gonna go Roman again. Randy versus Cody.
That'll be good.
I like that.
Okay, so for me, If I were to do a winning women's Royal Rumble, I would absolutely go Jade. Jade gotta get her lick back regardless. We don't know who jumped her yet.
Naomi.
Like,
It was
I
me,
hope it's
Austin.
Naomi or Bianca.
or Bianca.
It was
Like,
Naomi. It was the way she was too ready to slot in and be champion with Bianca. Naomi said, "Bitch, I'm taking my
Let me earn
opportunity."
it. Let me earn it. Yeah, you earned it.
Yeah, you earned it all right. You took the lady out. Yeah. We see you, twin.
for surprises, who I want to see. To be honest, like, it would be so, and I know this is far-fetched, but I know I go far-fetched. I go out there. I would just really love to hear Sable's music. Like, just hit it one good time.
Whip.
To
Just the
hear
whip
it.
one time.
Just
Pow,
the whip
pow.
one time, her to come out, and then, you know,
Have you
she'll
seen
come
what
out
she
the-
I was
looks like
gonna
lately?
say,
I'm about to
Yeah, I
say.
was gonna say, bro,
She
it's
does
giving
not
sack
look
potatoes.
camera ready.
as a
It's
person
sack
who
of
used to
potatoes.
love
Right, but if
It's
she knows
giving
she's gonna
she's
be in
had
Rumble,
4
she's gonna
kids.
be
No,
camera
but no,
ready.
Krista, she
And a
looks like
mom.
a soccer mom. Like she
Yeah,
don't
it's
look like
giving-
somebody that just needs to get into shape. Like she looks like
No,
somebody
yeah,
that
it's giving.
And
It's
her-
giving. I
and
just
she
had
was
4
never
kids.
an athlete, so she was never a wrestler. So
just put in the Hall of Fame for me.
It's
That's
giving. It's giving.
of
I have
Fame.
4 kids. So let's
Yeah.
let Sable have her 4 kids.
Okay, and for
funny-
winning,
Oh.
Rumble men's, I'm torn between The Rock, of course, and then John Cena because this is his last year.
Ooh, John Cena. Yes.
His last year.
Yeah, he'll
So
be
I'm
there.
torn between Rock and Cena. And then for surprises, y'all already know I'm gonna stay on this high horse until it happens. Y'all already know I'm waiting for a Dean Ambrose turn up. Y'all already know I am. So that's my surprise. Don't ruin it for me because I feel it coming from all of y'all. So
I
don't
say
ruin
give it like 10 years.
I say give it like 20.
Just
10 years. I'm gonna be
just
in my
listen to
40s.
his shooting.
You know, you could get that. All you have to do is get you a PS5, load up 2K24, and then run a Rumble, and then go to the creator suite and then download DM Bros. That's how you're gonna get it.
I
I'm
need
telling
new
you.
friends. I need new friends.
That's when you're
y'all
gonna
don't
get it.
believe
I'm just
me.
letting you
Come
know.
on,
Don't be
make that
delusional,
happen on
Krista.
2K24 and then download the video and send it
To
to
that
Krista,
creation
and then she
suite,
can
and
live in
boom,
your
you got
dream.
your
They got
dream.
WWE.
Hey,
They got
matter of
WWE.
fact,
the
he
music
can
over
Now
for
on
him.
your computer.
Not
and
only
just play
can
it
he
that way.
return, he can win if you do it that way.
And main
All your
event
dreams come
You
true.
can get
WrestleMania.
your dream main event, the Shield, in the main event of
A
WrestleMania.
whole career mode, honey.
Yeah.
Whole career
You can
mode.
even choose the
That's-
arena. Do your
Make sure
favorite
you stream
WrestleMania
it.
arena.
Make sure you stream it
The
too.
moment he comes back, you just remember all this shit we're all talking. And then-
126.
This man literally
25 is the time code.
Justin, put that in the
dang,
notes.
I forgot surprises. Oh
126.25.
man, I
Just
forgot.
like, I ain't
another
putting
good
that in the
surprise.
notes.
My other
You know, like,
surprise
main
pick is
event wise,
Penta.
a main event I would love to see
Mm.
next year is for Punk and John Cena to have one last at actual Money in the Bank.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would pay. No, I
Just for
wouldn't,
them
but I
to
would go
do
see
it,
that.
like, just for them
No,
to.
wouldn't. Speak your
I
truth,
don't
P.
know.
He honored
I
John
want to see
Cena.
again.
I don't know if they can-
Think about it. It was one of the only like Punk and John haven't beat each other. John has not beat Punk fairly, right? He lost the Money in
Yeah.
the Bank. He also lost to him at Night of Champions whenever he had the belt. So
Mhm.
why not have that last time?
And
Why
he
not?
lost
Not
him
bad.
on Raw too.
I
Mhm.
think
And lost
if
on
there's
Raw,
gonna be any
exactly.
old timer match on WrestleMania, because Punk is an old timer, I need him and AJ. If AJ can get his foot together,
Mm.
that
No,
Ring of
I-
Honor history, all that stuff, him
fought
and
that
AJ.
I feel you. I just want to get Punk and Rollins in the main event for night one.
Oh yeah, but I
That
think
would
that
be
is
dope.
what they're gonna do. But there's no way
Yeah.
they're gonna have to
But
do
Punk
something
and
sneaky.
AJ, give me that at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
no
All
I'll
that
do
trash
something AJ
talking.
at SummerSlam.
So
I just
no
need
one
AJ to
thinks
bring
my
his old
theory-
music back because that new music is trash.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We'll
new
never
Well,
be
music.
to change
you know
it.
what? That is the best thing that happened in 2024. Def Rebel getting fired.
Oh,
And then you know what's funny? No, you know what's funny? They get fired, and then their contract's almost up. They finally start doing music right. They finally changed Braun Breaker's
Yeah.
music. They
Yep.
came in with that Fatal Influence music. They finally changed, like they finally do their job right. But y'all just got fired. Make it make some sense to me,
Make it make sense.
some way, somehow.
Yeah.
I just need the music to be memorable by the time Royal Rumble get here.
Mhm.
That way we
Something.
popping. Because last year we was not popping. It's like, who's
It
that?
wasn't.
No, sir. Because all their music sound the same, especially them NXT.
I was just waiting on the
people.
person to walk out. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
Right, no, literally.
That's how
got the
that's
number
how it
was
was being there.
uncomfortable. I was
Like
like,
you
who
looking
is
over the
that?
ramp, you like, huh?
Yeah.
The only
I was-
like, oh!
I was looking at the Tron. I had to look at the Tron.
No, and when what was her name? The girl that's in American Made.
Avi now.
Yeah, when she came out, it was Ghost.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this
You
is
know
so
And I
what?
good.
love watching her. Like,
And I
she's
love watching
legit.
too. It was Ghost.
I'm expecting a big year from her next year.
Yeah.
I hope.
I think so.
Well, guys, this has been fun. This has been fun.
Very
Christina,
much.
she had to go.
Mhm.
But as you all know, this is the last collision of 2024. It was a fun time. Be on the lookout because those wrestling girls is coming out with a bang in 2025, and we cannot wait to share with y'all. Y'all should already know where to follow all of us at, so we're not going to sit here and repeat it. We just want you all to enjoy SmackDown because it's coming on within like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Get y'all wine, y'all food, y'all popcorn. Brian H. Waters, Queen PR, Krista B, Pablo Don Ciendo, Justin, and Christina the Baker. We will see y'all
Cheers
in
to
the new year.
2025.